So Panasonic has made a series of they've made a series of strange decisions with their G lineup, and in today's video we're going to talk about the GH5, the GH5s, and the G9 and why they should have melded them all together for the super camera of the ages.
Panasonic, your sensor is the same size of a baby duck. Why do you do it?
So I'm a somewhat proud G85 owner. It's a decent camera. It's cheap. It's one of the lower end ones, but really it has everything you need. It just has nothing special. There's no slow motion. Its 1080p quality, while good, only records at like 28 megabytes per second. Even this little guy does 50. That's almost double. It's not full frame. It's half a frame. So when the GH5 was first announced, I kind of wanted it. I mean, it's better in every way. Better stabilization, better codecs, 4K 60p, which I would never use. It's like 1 million terabytes per second. I can't handle that. The only reason I haven't upgraded to the GH5 is just because I'm kind of holding out for a full frame camera. I don't see it as big enough of a jump from the G85 to the GH5. You won't really see much of a difference. It's just more features and stuff. So I'm hoping that either the Sony a7S III has a fully articulating screen already, or the Canon full frame mirrorless wows us and they don't hold anything back. They just give it to us. Here's our best camera. And I believe that would be a vlogger's paradise. But unfortunately, that may never happen. Sony may just keep on flipping that screen upwards like assholes. That's a lot of ants. Those look like the dangerous ones. Oh my god. Do they spit venom? And there's a good Canon... Shut up. There's a good chance that Canon is just gonna cripple their cameras like they always do, so they're eligible for the Special Olympics of cameras. And they're like, we're good, but we're good. Trust me, we're a good camera. So if you're in the same unfortunate boat as I am, and we're waiting for a new camera, but you're impatient, you don't have the gem in the G85 that I have, and you're like, should I get something? The GH series is pretty much everything except full frame. It has everything you'd ever need in a video camera. Is full frame really that necessary? It's just like a slightly blurrier background. Nobody really gives a shit. It's just something we kind of want for some reason. We're programmed. We saw it in a movie once, we're like, I must have that. And so we go for it. But really, how good do you need to be? Do you need to see every zit? Look how many zits I have today. Oh my god. I ate way too many macadamia nuts. I'm 36 and I still get acne. Help me. So Panasonic seems to be where it's at for video right now. And if you're trying to decide between the GH5, the GH5s, and the G9, because they got three, and they're trying to be like Sony. The GH5 is the hybrid video and picture shooter. The G9 is pictures only. And the GH5s is the video one. But they messed it up. Let me tell you how they messed this one up. And they did. The G9 is the picture one. So it shouldn't have that good video. It's designed for pictures. You get it for photos. Frono's photo.com. But they improved the stabilization on that one. It's better than the GH5. So if you're a vlogger, you're thinking the G9's actually better, even though it's not designed for video. Why did you do that? Then you got the GH5s. The hell just exploded in my knapsack. The GH5s, designed for video, but doesn't have stabilization. Unlike my body, I have it. I have in-body stabilization. Now I know they designed that thing for professionals who are using gimbals, and that's why they don't have the stabilization, but god damn it. God damn if that wouldn't have been the perfect camera with the G9 stable. What landed on me? You put that G9 stabilization in the GH5s. You got it. There it is. You're done. I mean, that would be perfect. It has the low light capabilities close to a full frame camera. And if you get the fast lenses, like I have the Mitacon f0.95 lens, put that on a GH5s, and it's stable. But no, you didn't. So if I'm a video shooter, and I like handheld work, I'm confused as to what I would even get. Nobody shoots just one style of clip. At least I don't. Like, I do these handheld walking vlogs sometimes, and I want a stable camera, but sometimes I put it on a tripod. So then I don't need the stabilization, but I do. So if it came down to videos that I'm doing like this, handheld, I would get the G9, because it has the better stabilization. If I was at home, like I sometimes do, it's on a tripod, then I get the GH5s. If I want to do both, and my clips are sometimes longer than 30 minutes, the G9 has a 30-minute limit. Even the G85 doesn't have that limit. Why did you do that? That's actually the main reason I wouldn't get the G9. So it's like they cripple in various different ways unnecessarily. Why'd you do it? Are these almonds? Did I find almonds? They don't seem like... So really, if the G9 just didn't improve the stabilization, we wouldn't even be talking about it. We wouldn't even be talking about it. But the Hybrid Shooter, I saw it. Go subscribe to Hybrid Shooter. And he reviewed them, and he actually bought the G9, and he uses it for video. He's like, it's better than the GH5. And I think the autofocus is improved on it as well. So there we have another conundrum. The GH5 is the best for all-around video, but it has the worst autofocus. And then the G9 has the best, I think. What's better, the G9 or the GH5s in autofocus? I think they're similar. But I bet you the G9 is better, but you need it for video, and why? So we're just ranting here in Thailand. We're walking around a park. Which one would I get? I got it, the G85. I see no reason to upgrade to either of the three, but if I didn't, I'd probably go with the GH5. All around best, and only because sometimes I sit down and record for longer than 30 minutes. That's the only reason I would get that over the G9, which is the weirdest shit of all, because that's the picture one, and I would get that for video. We're in a time loop in the Matrix, and somebody hit the reset button and nobody knows what's happening. You give me that GH5 with a full frame sensor. Will they ever do it, you think? Panasonic, go full frame? It'd be a big jump. It'd be a big leap. They'd have to make all new lenses. I wish they would do it, because they're the only ones that seem to understand video and what we need. Canon somewhat gets it, but they're like, Hitler is running Canon, and he's just like, nope, don't let them have that. So I think that's about it. Let me know down below, what do you think of those three cameras is best for video in general? Because you would think it'd be the obvious, it's the GH5s designed for video. If you have a gimbal, okay, but even its slow motion looked worse than the GH5. It's worse quality. Even though the sensor's a little bigger, somehow they messed it up. Just, the hell was that? Was it a lizard? That was something running fast. Were you a lizard? Where are you, lizard? You can't hide from me, but I don't know what I'd do if I actually saw you again. I'd freak out. We got sidetracked, but let me know down below, what do you think the best video camera is right now for handheld vlogging and filming yourself in general? And filming out there into the world. Some people like the world. So we're done here. Thanks for watching the video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you in the next one.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera. Panasonic Olympic, notice a Canicon. Panasonic Olympic, notice a Canicon.